Welcome back to Spoiler, It Was Murder, where we're talking about true crime cases. You're doing Canadian cases. I'm doing Australian cases for now. And today we're back in the land down under, and we're going to be talking about Lilie James.
Okay.
Yeah. So, in the heart of Sydney's business district stands one of the city's oldest and most prestigious schools, St Andrew's Cathedral School, founded in 1885.
Oh.
Very old.
That is very old.
It sits in the shadows of skyscrapers, churches, and a whole bunch of other historical type looking oldie worldy type buildings. So I mean, it's an old place, makes sense, but yeah, very prestigious though. Like one of those places that's not easy to get into. I guess.
I was going to say I'm not getting in any.
Yeah, I've never even been within 50 meters of one of those places, but I've heard stories. But yeah, a well-to-do type place. It's associated with privilege, education, and opportunity, not violence.
Okay.
But in October 2023,
recent,
just a couple of years ago, the school became the centre of a tragedy in Australia. So this is the story of Lilie James. At just 21 years old, Lilie James was vibrant, athletic, and full of direction. She worked as a water polo and sports coach at St Andrew's Cathedral School. Friends described her as a caring, upbeat, and driven person, someone who lit up a room. So like a bubbly type.
Yeah.
People person.
I think the key to not being harmed in life is not to light up a room. Because everyone...
Yes, everyone who lights up a room seems to disappear.
Yeah.
I'm going to come in with a shadow.
Yeah, I'm no longer lighting up rooms, ladies and gentlemen.
You come over with something over my...
Dark cloud.
Yeah. She wasn't famous. She wasn't known for... she wasn't known outside of her own circles. But she was obviously a good person, good friends, and just living her life. I mean, her life was really only starting, 21 years old.
Yeah.
And she's, a coach at this school.
She's really young to be a coach at the school, yeah? Like, she'd have to be pretty good at what she did.
Yeah, she would have. I mean, you would have to be. Unless, yeah, she might have come straight from uni almost, like school, uni, straight to doing this. But
it's impressive.
Yeah. Water polo, tough sport too.
Yeah.
So she wasn't known by anyone, right? Like she was just everyday girl. But on the night she died, the entire country knew her name. And not for any good reason, unfortunately. Not for any of the good things that she'd done or was doing or anything like that. So on Wednesday, the 25th of October, 2023, Lilly was scheduled for evening coaching duties in the school's gym, located inside the sports complex within the main campus, directly opposite Sydney Town Hall. So, as we said before, it's an oldie building right in the CBD of Sydney, and so, like it says, opposite the Town Hall. And she's in there she's scheduled to be in there doing coaching. At around 7 p.m, she was last seen entering the gym bathrooms on the lower level.
Okay.
The school was mostly empty, just a few remaining staff preparing to leave. Unbeknown to anyone, she was being watched because her killer was already inside the school. And this moves us over to Paul, I don't know how to pronounce this properly, but I'm going to say Thijssen.
I think you nailed it.
Paul Thijssen, 24, was a former student of St Andrew's Cathedral College. So he's 24, she's 21, she's a coach there now. He was a former student who had returned as a sports assistant and coach.
Stop.
He and Lilly had recently been in a brief relationship that had ended only days before the attack. Born in the Netherlands and raised partly in Sydney, Thijssen was described as quiet, intelligent, and reserved. Someone no one would have suspected of violence. But behind his calm exterior, something was unraveling. Police later confirmed there were no prior warnings, like no red flags kind of thing. So there was no formal complaints, no known threats, no restraining orders. He'd seemingly never been in any kind of trouble at all, this guy. But on that night, he followed Lilly into the gym bathroom. Just after midnight, police received a call from Thijssen himself. He told 000 operators, so 000 for people who don't know is our 911 or 111 or it's
999.
It's our emergency phone number. And just quickly, 000 makes a lot more sense than any of the numbers that have like 911, for example, because if you're like, really in an emergency and needing to quickly dial 000 is really quick. 911 is far. Like it's
far apart.
It's not the biggest thing in the world, but anyway, it just always made more sense to me that it was that.
And did you know, fun fact, that if I called 911,
it will go to 000.
It will go to 000.
Yeah.
So we don't have to worry about what's the emergency number. It's very smart.
Yeah.
Very smart.
So he told 000 operators that a woman had been seriously injured in the school bathroom, and then he hung up. Officers arrived at 12:40 a.m., so nearly 1 a.m. in the morning.
Okay.
They found Lilly inside a locked bathroom gym, suffering catastrophic head injuries caused by a hammer-like weapon. That makes it personal, right? Like it makes it more... I mean, obviously there's something personal about any kind of murder, but when someone's attacked with like a hammer or something like that takes real kind of force and
you got to be
anger
close.
and you got to be close, like it's extra personal, I feel. So paramedics confirmed she was deceased at the scene. There were no signs of robbery or forced entry. It was targeted and it was brutal, and Thijssen was nowhere to be found. Within hours, homicide detectives identified Thijssen as the prime suspect. CCTV and access logs placed him inside the building with Lilly.
Okay.
His phone was traced near the Gap, a notorious cliff top at Vaucluse overlooking the ocean. So he went out to this spot, the Gap. Police found his belongings near a lookout point. Phone, wallet, personal items all left in plain sight.
Jumped, didn't he?
The next morning, a body was located in the water below. It was Paul Thijssen. Investigators confirmed he'd taken his own life sometime after the murder.
Yeah.
The school closed immediately for staff and student trauma support, obviously. Final year exams for students were postponed and grief counsellors were brought onto campus, naturally. Like, what's the point of killing her and then going and doing, like, ending your own life? Like,
do you think
I mean, I know these people obviously have something's wrong with them in their head, but like, if he had have just done that first, she would have been fine.
But do you think he meant it? Like, do you think maybe just his emotions, like maybe he tried to talk to her?
Well...
But where'd he get the hammer from? Like, there's a whole lot of thing there. Like, not a lot of us, unless we're a tradie, are like roaming around with the
hammer,
with a hammer in our pocket. Where'd that come from? Like, did he mean it? Or was it just a minute of absolute just blind rage?
I think there's a couple of answers to that question, I think. Because he was premeditated in being in the place, right? He had to plan to go and be in there and be in the bathroom, and he'd planned that, so that's kind of premeditated. He was waiting for it.
That's true.
He had to also have a hammer with him. So either he went there with the full intent that he was going to kill her. That was his intent the whole time. Or he went there to try and convince her to get back in a relationship with him because they just broke it up.
Right, and with a hammer, that'll work.
Smooth. Like,
yeah.
I wonder how many times that's actually worked. Probably never. So...
Yeah. It's one of the, like, you could be right, though.
One of those options. Like, he may have gone there.
Yeah.
And then she said no, clearly.
Because of reasons.
Yeah. So she said no, and then he got enraged. And
that makes sense.
And then he killed her. And then after killing her, maybe had some sort of sense of guilt. And then went and did it.
Him calling the 911, the 000, him doing that and just hanging up, that to me says that he wanted her found.
Yeah, and he felt some sort of
Yeah.
remorse about it. So,
I wonder if he did mean it.
well,
Not making it right. I'm just saying.
no. Of course, it's not right, but like, yeah, I think it seems as though he had some guilt straight afterwards. Probably knew like he's going to be caught anyway. So, let people know that she's there, and then off he went. But very sad.
But if that's going to be your end goal, right, is to, I'm just going to tuck my stuff up here and I'm just going to.
Yeah.
Wouldn't you just say, yeah, I did it?
Yeah, just tell them you did it.
Yeah.
Hey, I just killed this person.
Yeah.
That's it. And then they're not going to get you anyway. Like, they're not going to,
Yeah. Like, by the way, like, I'm taking care of myself for you. Yeah. No need to worry about that. Just, this is what I did.
Yeah. You would think.
Now, I do have, so the one you did before this one, the one before, was also a teacher who got red rummed in her school, also by a Norwegian.
Dutch. Netherlands person. Yeah. Yeah. Right?
Yeah.
One in 2015, one in 2023.
Wow.
Two Dutch dudes, separate, like, two different Dutch dudes, both killed a teacher.
Both in Sydney.
Yep. Something you're not telling us, Dutch people.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's
crazy.
That's a crazy coincidence.
It is. It is. When I was going through and I was, researching these, I was like, wait a minute.
I've read this
Wait a minute.
Sounds
Did
familiar.
I double up here? But I didn't.
Oh, jeez.
So sad. So Lily's parents, devastated, obviously, blindsided, released a short statement. So, quote, "She was vibrant, outgoing, determined, and kind. Our hearts are broken. We love you, Lily." End quote. And the murder reignited public debate about violence against women, safety in workplaces, red flags in short-lived relationships, and the hidden nature of intimate partner homicide. Lily had never gone to police. No one around her thought she was in danger. And yet, in a trusted environment in central Sydney, she was killed in silence. So.
Sometimes we don't think.
Yeah.
Like, we don't know how people are going to react. Like, you could think the other person could seem maybe a little upset, but not to the degree of, I'm terrified for my life.
Yeah.
Sometimes we just stew in our own anger and we take it out on the person that we think deserves it.
Yeah, at that time.
At that moment, this is, all...
I'm just going to unleash it all.
Yeah, it's their fault. And we don't see it coming because we're like, well, last time I talked to them, they seemed okay.
Yeah. No reason to think anything otherwise.
Yeah.
I will just say, like, it mentions that, and it did, I guess, like, reignite, discussions and public debate about violence against women. But, I think the first few cases we did on this podcast were horrific female murderers killing men. So, it shouldn't just be violence against women, because clearly that's very, very important, and we want to stop that.
Absolutely.
But no one ever mentions violence against men.
Yeah, it's not a gender issue, it's a human issue.
Yeah, it's not part of public debate.
Yeah.
Even though, like, and we'll get to covering this one, but even just recently, a chick here cut up her boyfriend, and we'll get to that one. But I just wanted to say, like, and highlight, because yes, we should always be trying to do as much as we can for violence against women.
Absolutely.
But it doesn't even need to be said like that, I don't think. It should just be violence, because men are victims of violence overall, just as much, if not more, than women are. Mm-hmm. But when it's intimate partner stuff, it certainly happens and never gets talked about.
Yeah,
so anyway.
Yeah, it's not a gender problem, it's a human problem,
right.
And we need to focus on all humans.
Yeah. So anyway, that's today's case. Horrific.
Horrific, thank you.
Yeah. But I hope that you know, her family was able to somehow, you know, move forward with their lives, because I think that'd be just one of the hardest things. Like, because how do you kind of comprehend that in your mind? And you know, it's so hard to, not only is the person missing, but like as in gone, but the way that they were taken out of the world, it's crazy.
And it's coming up to 2-year anniversary in a couple of days.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I send them love.
Yeah.
It's tough.
Well, I guess that's it.
That's it. That's all.
It is. We'll see you all next time.